Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Guys, our next topic is placement groups. These placement groups, I will show you basic things only. I don't go for in-depth for this placement group that will not required in real-time session. So I just going for brief only. Just understand why we are using. Just see my screen. There is some points I have added. Just I will read. Wait. Sometime like I will just read this and I will explain why we are using. Then you just want to understand this like why we are using these placement groups. Okay. Sometimes you want to control our EC2 instant placement strategy. That strategy can be defined using placement groups. When you create the placement group, you need to specify one following the strategy of your groups. Cluster. There is a types of placement groups. One is a cluster, one is a spread, one is a plot, another one is a partition. Cluster instance into low latency group and single availability zone. So if you want to create the type of cluster placement group, this is very low latency and single availability zone. You can create it. And second one is spread instance across verifying hardware, max 7 instance per availability zone. So there is a one more spread is a placement group, one of the placement group. Those spread instance across underlying hardware, like maximum you can use 7 instance services. So partition, last one is a partition is a one more placement group. Here partition, like many you can use whatever your requirement. This partition you can use many different partition and you can use within a availability zone and scale into hundreds of EC2 servers per group. So many one using partition spreads groups only. Some database team and anyone like using database, maintaining the databases, right? In there it is using placement group. Like actually we are not using any one application and anyone using database maintenance and server maintenance, there it is useful in placement groups. This is so simple theory of placement group. I just want to show you for practice session. Go to AWS account. Hey, just I'm refreshing here. See under the EC2 there is a scroll down under the network session. See, this is the network and security session. Here you can see placement groups. This is the placement groups. Click on placement groups. Nothing is there. Actually, there is no one is using placement group continuously. Previously, I mentioned whoever maintaining servers and database centers, they are only using. So I will show you how to create the placement group, how they are using. Just add any name for this. We will use str cluster. So here see placement strategy. Under the placement strategy, whatever hardware you required here. See, I already mentioned there is a three types of cluster, spread, partition. If you want to cluster, this is low latency. Okay, I just want to show you, then I can delete. And the second one, second one is spread. So this is maximum 7. Spread restriction is there, right? No restriction, rack of 7. That is common, no issue. And third one, partition. You can use any name. I'm just also mentioning for understanding. Here you can see partition. At least you can use max 7. Number of partition in the placement group and create it. So this is how creating the placement group. Once you create the placement group, where we are utilizing these placement groups, this is very important point. Once you are creating placement group, like why we are using, you are got it right, and where you they whoever using these placement groups, that also we already explained. Then once we creating placement group, where we are utilizing that placement groups. So go to instance, go to launch instance. Here under the advanced section, there is a one behavior partition cloud was stop terminate auto recovery elastic placement group. See, this is the option 2. You can use placement groups here. See, previously we have created all three partition group, right? Whatever servers you required, here only you can utilize. If you want to cluster low latency server, you can click on cluster. If you want to partition of maximum 7, you can use. If you want to spread of 7, you can use. You can want to multiple server, use partition. So you need to utilize placement groups in under the advanced section launch configuration. Okay, this is how partition. Deleting that placement groups. Let me select. I think we can delete one by one only. We delete second, delete third one, delete. Okay, this is done. Our second topic is also done, guys. We can meet again.